We are going to be learning about 3 different kinds of irony. So the first kind of irony is called dramatic irony. Dramatic irony is when the reader knows something that the character in the story does not know. So when the reader knows something that the character in the story does not know, that's called dramatic irony. For example, in the story of Snow White, we as the viewers, let me rephrase this. So in Snow White, we as the viewers, we know that the apple is poisonous. So we know that the apple is poison because we saw her poison it. But Snow White doesn't know. Because obviously if she did, she wouldn't have eaten it. So this is an example of dramatic irony. We know it's poison, but she does not. Situational irony is the most basic type of irony. Situational irony is just when the opposite of what the reader, oh my gosh, I can't spell. Opposite of what the reader or character expects to happen, happens. So, and it has to be ironic because it has to be the exact opposite of what they expect. For example, in Monsters, Inc., the movie, the entire plot of the movie is situational irony because the monsters own a business, basically, where they scare children, which is what we would expect monsters to do, to scare children. However, it's situational irony because the monsters themselves are terrified of children. So the entire time they are so scared of the children that they are supposed to be scaring. So it is situational irony because it's the opposite of what the viewer would expect to happen. It's also the opposite of what the children would expect because they're scared of the monster and they're showing up to scare them. Now, verbal irony is the last kind, and verbal irony is when a character says something but means the opposite. So this can be sarcasm or exaggeration, but it's when they knowingly say something and mean the opposite. So again, sometimes this is sarcasm, or it could even be exaggeration. It could be kind of a form of lying. So when a character is trying to get away with something and they say, something that is the exact opposite, and then later when we find out, then that's verbal irony. So for example, in Frozen, Olaf is being chased by the monster, that big like ice snow monster that Elsa created. And he stops afterwards and he calls the monster Marshmallow. Now this is ironic because he says that knowing this monster was trying to kill him, knowing this monster is really scary. It is white because it's made of snow, but other than that, it is the exact opposite of a marshmallow. So he said this knowing that the monster is not cute or fluffy or sweet. So he's not sweet or fluffy. So he's kind of being sarcastic in this moment, and it makes it funny because it's the exact opposite of what the monster is like. So these are the 3 types of irony.